I have devised a number of training routines to make practice a bit more enjoyable and varied. Most of these things are pretty obvious, but I have included some console commands that will help make practicing against bots a bit more challenging and fun. Deathmatch. One of the simplest ways is to play deathmatch. Real people serve as better targets since they are less predictable than bots. Another plus of this mode is that you're free to choose the weapon to train with. Although it's tempting to go for the traditional rifle or sniper in order to get the highest score possible, it's a great opportunity to throw pride aside and to practice with other weapons. 10 minutes practicing with a starting pistol will really help in those crucial pistol rounds. All bots versus you. When playing against bots, the normal mode isn't that rewarding since they're too busy fighting each other. Make it 10 enemies versus yourself by typing these console commands in the following order: bot_kick, MP auto team balance 0, MP limit team 0, then spam the bot add command for the opposite team to the one that you're on to play against 10 endlessly respawning bots. There are many custom aim maps, but I'm fond of AR baggage since most of the action is focused around an easily accessible central area. Knives. Load up deathmatch mode on AR baggage against harmless bots and try your best to shoot them before they reach you. Do the console commands mentioned in the previous part of this video to make it 10 bots against yourself and you'll find that you'll be constantly busy. I find the top middle conveyor belt a great place to stand and it will help your 180-degree spins and headshot precision without losing time from having to respawn and reposition. For maximum non-stop training experience, you can't beat this mode. Slow motion. Here's a neat little tip. Play against bots on a small map and type host_timescale 0.8 to play the game in slow motion. Host timescale 1 is normal speed and anything more than that is fast motion. You'd think that playing in slow motion would make you worse once you return to normal speed, but I found the opposite to be true. Don't ask why this is the case, just try it yourself and see if it will help you as much as it's helped me. It's also great fun. Combine it with the all bots versus you part of this video if you want more of a challenge. Finally, there's spray control. You can practice this on any map and with any weapon. I recommend playing on your own on deathmatch mode for infinite ammo, using bot_kick to leave you with an empty server with no time limit. Look at a wall, then hold down the fire button and try to get all of the bullets to hit the same part of the wall. Mastering this will give you an advantage in matches when you need it most. You can extend this training in a populated deathmatch server by deliberately spraying at enemies. Treat deathmatch as a tool to improve yourself, rather than just to dominate everybody else. I found that doing the benchmark test acted as my mentor, my motivator, and helped to guide me in the right direction. Let me give you an example of a day's training. I will usually start with some warm-ups. I showed some of my favourites earlier on in this video, but sometimes I will just use the benchmark test since this will help improve my score when I do the test for real later on in the day. This is the stage where I feel my aim improves the most. Sometimes I don't start with this stage, but I normally feel like doing it at some point since it really makes my aim more steady and reliable for the games that I play just afterwards. I will then play the matchmaking games and anything else on CSGO for that day, with improved aim thanks to earlier practice. Just before finishing for the day, I will then do the benchmark test one more time for real, and will record that as the score for the day. The important thing to remember is to keep the training and the official benchmark test separate. You'd only be lying to yourself if you messed it up and decided to do it again, writing off the failure as a practice test. Ultimately, I felt myself improving as time went on, even on days where I'd mess up the official test. This is where doing mock tests is reassuring and in some ways far more rewarding than the test itself. Remember that aim training should only be a fraction of what you do. Having an amazing aim will get you a long way, but won't be able to compensate for poor team play or shoddy game sense. For all-round training you can't beat proper matches. Be aware of the limitations when you're training and remember that the best practice is the test itself. There is no all-inclusive substitute for proper matches, no matter how much you think that you'll improve from hours of aim training.